This match gets underway before the introductions. Rob Conway and his partner, Nick Dinsmore, are attacked from behind by the Tennessee Vols, the former tag champions here on MCW. They are no longer the tag champions. They have the belts in their possession. And Stephen Dunn has a chair roaming around ringside in the middle of the ring. His partner, Reno Riggins, they are double teaming and a double suplex. And I guess that's Dinsmore in the ring. You'll have to help me out. That's Conway in the ring, actually. And Dinsmore now climbing into the ring. These guys look almost alike. And they're sent to the floor. And all of a sudden in the ring, Reno Riggins being taken advantage of, and Rob Conway now being pounded down. And boy, Paul Adams, this match has exploded to start things off.
Exactly right. Actually, we got Dinsmore in the ring right now. And you know, this is kind of the second coming for Dinsmore. This is his big return here to the Nashville Fairgrounds for this tag team title match, in which the loser of the fall is going to have to leave MCW for 30 days. Now, they've been working on Dinsmore. Now they got rid of him, and they got Conway in there. And it's going to be interesting to see whether they go out of the man that's been out, after the man that's been out for a while, Dinsmore, or the guy that they injured right here last week on TV, and Rob Conway, like they're doing right now.
Well, right away, Reno Riggins went right to the chin with the stunner, and Rob Conway set up and chopped down by Reno Riggins.
Yep.
Boy, I'll tell you, you raise the ire of the Tennessee Volunteers, and you're going to have hell of a pay. And right now, this young team is getting a lesson from the Vols.
Yep, I was going to say there, part of what allowed Reno to take over here on Conway is he kind of almost like a hockey fight. He used that jacket there to immobilize his arms. He took over in the corner, dropped toe hold, and I believe there's the leg drop from the chairman of the board, Michael.
Stephen Dunn checks into this match. He let the Bulldog, Reno Riggins, do the damage, and now Dunn takes over. And a kick to the chest area of young Rob Conway. Conway has not been able to remove his jacket to start the match. The belts are the property of Conway and Dinsmore. Oh, there's one for Dinsmore. And right away, he comes charging into the ring. And Dunn quickly moves Rob Conway over into his corner. And look at the team of the Volunteers, double team Rob Conway. Reno Riggins stays in the ring.
Absolutely, Michael. Team is exactly right. Some double team maneuvering there in the corner, and they are the epitome of tag teams here in MCW, Michael St. John. You're talking about the belts or the limited editions property. Well, they're missing some of their property then, because as far as I can tell, in the corner there, just off camera at this point, the belts are in the corner of the Tennessee Vols.
Loser will leave MCW for 30 days. The loser of the deciding fall. So there's an awful lot at stake. And right there, oh my goodness, Rob Conway almost had a ticket out of here.
Totally, Michael, totally. A lot at stake in this one because, you know, the Tennessee Vols for several months here have developed themselves into a nationally ranked team, a legitimate tag team that is respected by everyone in this sport. So to break them up at this point, Conway and Dinsmore would be definitely doing something, and of course they'd get their belts back. Now Conway and Dinsmore, the limited edition, on the other hand, they want those belts back. Dinsmore's just returning from a knee injury, courtesy of the Vols several weeks back. And of course Conway injured last week here on TV with an injured neck. So he's also been on the shelf lately. So both of them might be making a very short return, a very limited, I might say, stint back here in FCW if they lose this one today on TV.
Conway pushed into the ring by Nick Dinsmore as Stephen Dunn diverted the attention of Nick Dinsmore away from his partner, which allowed Reno Riggins to do more damage on the floor. And now Dunn just pounds away at the forehead with a hard right hand.
Yep, and you see, as quick as it started, you know, the Vols took the advantage on the outside of the ring while these limited edition were grandstanding with a bunch of teeny boppers out there, and they've had the decided control, the decided advantage throughout the early going in this match, the entire match, Michael.
Well, we knew that the Volunteers' ire was at a high pitch because they were, quite frankly, they were upset over the recent happenings in matches regarding and involving the limited edition. And they're in here not only to prove a point, but they're in here to get somebody out of here and to hurt somebody.
Well, you see Dinsmore in there breaking up that count. Now, I believe in tag team rules here in MCW, which of course is sanctioned by the NWA. You get to do that 2 times during a match, and then you're supposed to be disqualified. We'll see if that stands true in this one with this referee, Gene Johnson.
Reno Riggins says this one's over, and he almost had the pin, but Nick Dinsmore was in to break it up. I'll say this, Dinsmore and Conway are very quick and very crafty as a young team in that ring, and they probably have a little bit more ring savvy than a lot of folks give them credit for.
Well, especially for their time in the wrestling business. You know, they were trained by Danny Davis, and he's their pride and joy, their baby boys. He loves the limited edition, and I know he's pulling for him in this one. He don't want to see their careers cut short here in MCW.
I'll tell you, Danny Davis has certainly trained some of the best in professional wrestling. He was the original trainer of the young man who later became the Honky Tonk Man, and he also had half of the Moondog. Danny Davis is quite a manager in his day and also became quite a wrestler later on. He actually got started as a manager first and worked his way into the ring as a professional wrestler.
Well, I just want to let you know, despite my earlier comments with you, Michael, I do have no desire to step into the ring, although I think I made a good showing in the Mega Rumble there a few weeks back at the Tojo card. But of course, now you see, look at that painful hold there, because Reno Riggins, what you don't know, I think he possesses, quite possibly, and Reno told me this himself, the most devastating abdominal stretch in professional wrestling.
Antonio Rocca patented that move, and a lot of people have put it to good use. And right now, Reno Riggins, who learned it from Mr. Wrestling 2, is putting it on and putting that stretch on Rob Conway.
What a history lesson. Mr. Hackenberg over here, you know, that was my high school history teacher there in Irvington, New York. You are no doubt, Michael, you are like a textbook out here on professional wrestling. But I got to say, if Reno has taught that hold to Stephen Dunn, who's now got it applied on Rob Conway, we may see a submission in this one and not a pinfall, but still, he's going to have to leave, MC.
Not being very nice in the ring right now. Have not been very nice very often here in MCW. And right now, Rob Conway, the sophomore, if you would, at the 4-man in the ring, is getting a lesson in tag team wrestling. And Reno Riggins now going for a crossbody block, cross press. The referee's talking to Steve Dunn. Here's the cover again. 1, 2, and oh, that's it. No, he got out of there before the 3 count.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, didn't, Michael. He's a sophomore in there. I guess that was a sophomore jinx. Now you see Reno here going for a roll-up. Let's get down there, Johnson.
Count of 1, count of 2, and again, Nick Dinsmore in to break up the count.
That's the 4th time now, and I'm keeping track. And unlike these people in Tennessee, Michael, I can get all the way to double digits.
And
Triple digits on some occasions. I've been known to go, baby.
Rob Conway caught with a snapmare. He was needing to make that tag, and he was leaning to make that tag to Nick Dinsmore, but unfortunately, for him, Reno Riggins cutting off the ring at midsection and bringing Rob Conway closer and closer to the ball's corner.
Yep, you know, they've been on Conway's case here for the entire match, and at this point, a hold like this, just cinching in a headlock and keeping the man in his corner, not only is it painful, not only does it wear you down physically, but mentally, you look up and all you see is both your opponents. Oh, yeah, give it up, Conway.
Conway knows if he gives it up, he's out of MCW for 30 days. That could cost this young man a lot of money. Here's Reno Riggins off the rope. Shoulder block, both go down. Boy, that time Reno Riggins getting that shoulder block, ducked his head, and as he ducked his head, Conway ducked his head the same direction, and they met on head to head.
Right, you know, and you're talking about that, the loser of this being cost money for the young up-and-comers like Dinsmore and Conway to lose bookings here in MCW. Like we were talking about the young lions earlier, Michael, that could be very, very costly in the early stages of your career.
I just took a glance around the arena, and I see several of the other wrestlers that have been involved in the matches earlier in this program are out actually watching this match with great curiosity and great intensity.
Well, it can affect your upcoming schedule because someone in this one, whoever loses the fall, whoever's shoulders are pinned for a 1, 2, 3, Michael, is leaving MCW for 30 days.
Dunn missed a couple of elbows, and now Conway makes the tag, and here comes Nick Dinsmore for the first time in this match, and boy, he is loaded for bear. Dinsmore, Dunn, back body drop, boom, down he goes. He's going after Reno Riggins. Here comes a carbon copy, Xerox that move, and Reno Riggins is down. All 4 men in the squared circle now.
You see Conway's trying to, I think he's trying to dump Dunn out of the corner there to the outside, and Reno's reversing that move. He's going to grab him again like we saw that earlier on Conway.
Reno Riggins has Dinsmore up. Now Dinsmore escapes, sends Reno Riggins into the corner.
Belly to back.
He's got him.
He had the belly to back.
He's got him bridged.
Where's the chairman of the board?
Dunn is down in the corner. The referee starts the count, and quickly Stephen Dunn recovers.
All right.
Save.
All right.
All 4 men in there now. Reno Riggins is worse for wear. And Nick Dinsmore corners him. Rob Conway going to work on Stephen Dunn in the corner. The referee trying to sort him out.
They're split off into opposite corners, Michael. I think Dinsmore's waving them for a double whip in here.
Run those trains together.
Come on, guys.
So limited edition puts the limited edition into Dinsmore, or rather into Dunn and Reno Riggins. Here's the roll-up again on Reno Riggins. Nick Dinsmore has Reno Riggins down. Stephen Dunn's got that brace off of his knee, and he just nailed Nick Dinsmore with it. Dinsmore goes down, holding his head. Reno Riggins back to his feet. He's going for the cover on Dinsmore. 2, 3. Did he get him? No, a 2 count was all, and Rob Conway was in to interrupt the count. Conway going to send Stephen Dunn to the floor and going to follow him after. Uh-oh, look at this. Dunn caught in the corner. Reno Riggins has something in his hand, and he just powdered the face of Nick Dinsmore, or salt or something.
Well, there was some glare on the camera, Michael, so I guess he's just powdering his nose a little bit because he wants him to look good for his last appearance here in MCW, because I think Reno's fixing here to finish him off.
That looked like salt. I think he just salted his eyes. And now Reno Riggins pounding away at Nick Dinsmore. Rob Conway trying to climb the ropes across the way, and Stephen Dunn trying to prohibit it. Conway's up. Here goes Rob Conway with the roll-up. 1, 2, 3. He got Dinsmore. Or rather, he got Reno Riggins. He saved Dinsmore.
No!
Wait a minute.
Reno Riggins losing the ball, must leave MCW for 30 days.
Reno Riggins going to leave MCW for 30 days.
The real tag team champion.
What is this? Nick Dinsmore and Rob Conway win. And Reno Riggins is going to have to leave MCW for 30 days. Hold on. We're not out of this one. Is now done. And Reno Riggins take over on Dinsmore and Rob Conway.
I think the chairman of the board is coming in with maybe a folding chair necklace for Nick Dinsmore right here, Michael.
He's got Dinsmore down. He's just put that leg in that folding chair.
They're going after the knee of Dinsmore again.
Dunn coming off, dropping the leg across the chair, across the knee. And Nick Dinsmore is down. Rob Conway is out.
They went after Conway's neck again, just like on TV here last week, and now they're going to go ahead. They may have lost the match, but I'll tell you what, it might be both of these limited editions going to be leaving MCW in a meat wagon in the ambulance.
Well, right now, the Tennessee Vols, half of the team split up by the ending of this match, as Reno Riggins lost the ball, so he's out of MCW for 30 days, but they have definitely done the damage after the match was over. Now they grab the belts again. They're not the rightful champions, and they head back to the dressing room as young Chris Michaels and Colorado Kid come in to save the day.
Well, if they're not the champions, I'd like to know who is, Michael, the limited edition, laying there in the ring in a heap of human wreckage. That don't look like any champions to me, about as much champion as that other punk in there, the Colorado Kid.